BlackArch Linux is a powerful and versatile operating system based on Arch Linux, specifically designed for penetration testing, ethical hacking, and cybersecurity research. It comes pre-installed with a wide range of security tools and packages, making it a popular choice among security professionals and enthusiasts. In this video, we will show you how to install BlackArch Linux in a virtual machine using VirtualBox, and we will also give you an overview of the main features and benefits of this amazing operating system. First, let's download the BlackArch Linux ISO image from the official website. Once the download is complete, you open VirtualBox and create a new virtual machine by clicking on the New button. Give your VirtualBox a name and select Linux as the type and Arch Linux 64-bit as the version. Next, allocate enough RAM and disk space for your virtual machine and make sure to enable the Create a Virtual Hard Disk Now option. Choose the ISO format and select Dynamically Allocated for the storage type. Set the size of your virtual hard disk to at least 20 GB and click on the Create to create your virtual machine. Now, select your virtual machine, click on the Settings button. In the Storage section, click on the empty CD icon and then on the Choose Virtual Optical Disk File button. Select the BlackArch Linux ISO image you downloaded earlier and click on OK to close the settings window. You're now ready to boot your virtual machine and start the installation process. Click on the Start button to launch your virtual machine and wait for the BlackArch Linux installer to load. Follow the on-screen instructions to set up your keyboard layout, partition your virtual hard disk, and install BlackArch Linux. Once the installation is complete, reboot your virtual machine and log into your user account. Now, let's explore some of the features and benefits of BlackArch Linux. One of the main strengths of this operating system is its support for threading and concurrency, which allows it to handle multiple tasks and processes simultaneously with ease. This makes it ideal for running security tools and scripts that require high processing power and performance. Another great feature of BlackArch Linux is its package manager, which makes it easy to install and manage software packages and dependencies. To install a package, simply use the sudo pacman-s package name command, where package name is the name of the package you want to install. Before that, though, we need to go to the terminal by doing Ctrl+T and then going to the resolve.conf file to change the DNS name server so that we can connect to the internet. To do so, just do cd/etc/resolve.conf, then do sudo chmod 777 resolve.conf. Now do vim resolve.conf and change the number of the name server to be 8.8.8. Google's public DNS address. Now press Ctrl+C and then type WQ and then type clear. Now we can access the internet. Finally, let's explore some of the applications and tools that come pre-installed with BlackArch Linux. One of the most useful applications is built-in web browser, which allows you to browse the internet and access online resources with ease. Simply click on the browser icon in the taskbar to launch the browser and start surfing the web. Event Viewer and Services tools are both available in BlackArch Linux and can be used to monitor system events and manage system services respectively. Use sudo journal ctl-p3-xb to run the Event Viewer tool to show a bunch of different events that have happened in the past and run systemctl status to see all the running services. That concludes my section of the BlackArch operating system.
Hello all. So I'm going to present to you guys about the Raspberry Pi and the Raspberry Pi OS today. So the Raspberry Pi is a small single board computer that is designed for a variety of uses, from browsing the web to managing your files and of course to programming and use in IoT applications. One of the best things about the Raspberry Pi is its simple design and ease of installation. You can simply download the Raspberry Pi OS from the official website and burn it into an SD card. Or you can just simply buy a Raspberry Pi and usually it would come with the OS installed. When it comes to the user interface and user experience, the Raspberry Pi OS is very user friendly and it's also very easy to navigate around. The desktop environment is based on the LXDE desktop, which is simple and intuitive, and the Raspberry Pi OS comes preloaded with a range of useful software, including a Firefox web browser and also a Chromium web browser, as well as LibreOffice and also some other programming tools. So what makes the Raspberry Pi so special? So compared to other operating systems, a Raspberry Pi runs on an ARM HF architecture, which is ARM hard flute, and this architecture is optimized for performance and power efficiency, making it very suited for mobile and embedded devices such as the Raspberry Pi. In addition, the Raspberry Pi also has a GPIO pin, which is a general purpose output and input pin, and this is used to connect to a lot of external hardware such as sensors and other things that are called shields usually. One of the greatest things about the Raspberry Pi is its versatility. Whether you're a student learning to program or a hobbyist working for an IoT project, or just someone who needs a simple computer for web browsing and file management, the Raspberry Pi has all of that. There are plenty of resources available online, including tutorials, forums, and communities where you can connect with other Raspberry Pi users and troubleshoot with them. When it comes to troubleshooting, Raspberry Pi has a number of useful tools built in, including the DMSG command, which is basically like the event viewer in Windows. So it allows you to see the system log and diagnose issues with your Raspberry Pi. Additionally, the Raspberry Pi also has systemd to manage daemons and services, just like in Windows in services.msc. And you can use the systemctl command to start, stop, or view certain service activities. So now I'm going to show you guys the Raspberry Pi and its hardware capabilities. So as you can see on my table, there's a Raspberry Pi 4 and also a breadboard connected to it, also with the wires connecting to the GPIO pins and the ground pin to create a circuit for the LEDs. Alright, so I'm gonna run a Python command, a Python script now that's going to turn on the lights. So when it's called turn on.py, and when I run it, it's going to turn the lights off, and I can also run the counter script to turn it off. So it's very easy. All you have to do is import the RPI GPIO library. So there's a library called IPI GPIO, and basically it controls the GPIO pins of the Raspberry Pi. So now I'm going to use it, and I can also make it blink on and off continuously by using a loop and a timer. So, oops. As you can see, it's blinking. And yeah, there are many other use cases other than just blinking lights that encompass the Raspberry Pi. So there you go. So in conclusion, the Raspberry Pi is a versatile and powerful single board computer. It can be used for a variety of applications, from programming to IoT. And with the additional ARM HF architecture that it utilizes and its GPIO pins, it is really unique in terms of its capability compared to other operating systems, making it an ideal choice for learning. Thank you for listening. Overall, our group would say that the Raspberry Pi OS is much better than the BlackArch OS. Although the BlackArch OS is also really useful for a lot of cases, it's only really prioritizing cybersecurity purposes, whereas the Raspberry Pi is more prioritizing just the general public. So because of that, we have chosen the Raspberry Pi as our OS of choice between the two. Thank you for watching.